Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Aishwarya, USN 1VE20EC001 and my today's subject is Computer Networks and the subject code is 18EC71 from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. So let us move on to the today's topics. And the topics are DNS resolution and Telnet lodging. So firstly, DNS resolution. Mapping a name to an address or an address to the name is called as name address resolution. DNS is designed as a client-server application. A host that needs to map an address to a name or a name to an address calls a DNS client named as resolver. The resolver accesses the closest DNS server with mapping request. If the server has the information, it satisfies the resolver. Otherwise, it either refers to the resolver to the other servers or asks other servers to provide the information. After the resolver receives the mapping, it interprets the response to see if it is real resolution or an error and finally delivers the result to the process that requested it. A resolution can be either recursive or iterative. So the first resolution is recursive resolution. The application program on the source host calls the DNS resolver or a client to find the IP address of the destination host. The resolver, which doesn't know this address, sends the query to the local DNS server of the source. That is event 1. The local server sends the query to the root DNS server. This is event 2. The root server sends the query to the top level DNS server. This is event 3. The top level DNS server knows only the IP address of the local DNS server at the destination. So it forwards the query to the local server which notes the IP address of the destination host. This is event 4. The IP addresses of the destination host is now sent back to the top level DNS server. This is event 5 and then back to the root server. This is event 6. Then back to the source DNS server which may catch it for the future queries. This is event 7 and finally back to the source host. This is event 8. So the next type of resolution is iterative resolution. In iterative resolution, each server that doesn't know the mapping sends the IP address of the next server back to one that requested it. The iterative resolution takes place between two local servers. The original resolver gets the final answer from the destination local server. The messages shown by the event 2, event 4 and the event 6 contains the same query. However, the message shown by the event 3 contains the IP address of the top level domain server. The message shown by event 5 contains the IP address of the destination local DNS server. The message shown by event 7 contains the IP address of the destination. When the source local DNS server receives the IP address of the destination, it sends it to the resolver, event 8. So, the types of Telnet logging. First one is local login. When the user logins into the local system, then it is called as local login. As the user types at the terminal or at the workstation running a terminal emulator, the keystrokes are accepted by the terminal driver. The terminal driver passes the characters to the operating system. The operating system in turn interprets the combination of the characters and involves the desired application program or utility. So next one is remote logging. When a user wants to access an application, program or a utility located on a remote machine, they perform remote logging. Remote logging uses the Telnet client and the Telnet server programs. The user sends a keystrokes to the terminal driver where the local operating system accepts the characters but doesn't interpret them. The characters are sent to the Telnet client, which transforms the characters into the universal character set called Network Virtual Terminal characters and delivers them to the local TCP and IP stack. The commands or the text in NVT form travel through the internet and arrive at the TCP IP stack at the remote machine. The characters are delivered to the operating system and passed to the Telnet server, which changes the characters to the corresponding characters understandable by the remote computer. The characters cannot be passed directly to the operating system because the remote operating system doesn't designed to receive characters from the Telnet server. It is designed to receive the characters from the terminal driver. A piece of software called a pseudo terminal driver is added to this, which pretends that the characters are coming from the terminal. The operating system then passes the characters to the appropriate application program. Thank you all for watching my video. Please hit the like button, give your comments, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and do support.